Hello everyone. In last class you have seen about combinational circuit and sequential circuit and about NOR based latch and NAND based latch, and this is your the truth table, okay, or you can say the characteristics table of SR latch or RS latch. When its value is 0 0, no change. In case of NOR based latch, 0 1 reset, 1 0 set, 1 1 invalid condition. In NAND based latch, 0 0 invalid condition, 0 1 set condition, 1 0 reset condition, and 1 1 no change. Okay, today we will see SR and D flip flop. Okay, what is flip flop? Flip flop, it is the smallest unit of memory and it stores, okay, one bit at a time. You can see there is two stable state, 0 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, you are getting two stable state. That's why this latch is also called bistable multi vibrator. Okay, now when we apply a clock pulse, it becomes your flip flop. Okay, now we will see how flip flop works. This is your NOR based SR flip flop, or you can say SR latch with control input. Now what we are doing, we are giving one control input. Now depending upon the value of this control input, control is nothing, this is your clock pulse, okay, this flip flop will work when you know, in case of clock pulse, if it is high, only this flip flop will work, okay, or you can say SR latch will work depending upon the value of this C. If its value is 1, your flip flop or latch will work as normally. If its value is 0, it will not work in normal condition. This is your, when its value is 0, and whatever is the value of S and R, you will get the same passed output Q0. You can say no change. And when its value is 1 0 0, when it is 1, it will work normally. When its value is 0 0, you know, when both S and R are 0, it is Q0, means no change. 0 1 R1, so it will work as reset condition. When its value is 1 0, it will work as a set condition. When its value is 1 1, this is invalid condition, or you can say indeterminate or forbidden condition. Now the same truth table or same characteristic table you are getting. Why? Because we are giving AND gate here. Why? You can ask, sir, why we are using AND gate? You know, output of AND gate is high only if both are high. Okay, if its value is 1 into R, it will be R, 1 into S, it will be S. Now the same thing you can see from here, the characteristic table we are getting, which I discussed in your latch. So this is the same table, so you have to remember this table about your SR latch. This is your NOR based latch. Now we will see NAND based latch. Okay, this is your NAND based latch. Now we will apply two NAND gate. Now you can say, sir, why we are using this NAND gate? Just you know, NOR gate, A plus B whole bar is nothing, it is A bar B bar. Okay, A bar B bar means this is bubbled, and replace this by AND gate, and replace this bubble here as we are doing, and replace this bubble, this bubble here and this bubble here and this bubbled AND gate, okay, here, this bubble here. So in this way you can get the NAND based controlled latch. Now you can ask, sir, why we are taking S here and R here. In this case we are taking R and S. Why? Because in case of NOR based latch, when condition is 0 0, there is no change. But when we are using SR based latch, we are getting invalid condition in 1 1, and we have to make one common characteristics table. So you will use S here, R here, okay. S here, R here means S bar, R bar. When you replace S bar and R bar, okay, we will get the same characteristics table. For this I am verifying any one value. Suppose I am using this 101, okay, suppose 101 in both cases. If its value is 1, this is 0, this is 1, okay. 1 into 1, you know, it will be 1. 1 into 0, it will be 0, okay. And in NOR gate, you know, if any one input is high, output will be low. You are getting 1 here and 0 here. Now 1, if any input is high, 1 here, so you will get 0 here. 0 into 0, 0 plus 0, this is 1. So Q is 0, okay, and Q bar will be 1. In this case, suppose I am taking the same value 101, okay. This is 1, this is 0, this is 1. 1 0, 1 and 0 0, and you will get 1 here because there is bubble. Similarly 1 into 1, it will be 0. You are getting 1 here and 0 here. Now in case of NAND gate, if any one input of NAND gate is low, it will give high irrespective of other value of the output. So you know, 1, you are getting 0 here, so 0 into something, you will get 1 here, okay. 1 and 1, it will give 0 because there is bubble. 1 into 1, 0, and this is bubble, so you will get 1 here, 0 here and 1 here. So that's why 0 is coming. So to make common characteristics table, I am taking S here, R here. In case of NOR based, R here and S here, and replace AND by NAND and NOR by NAND, okay. This is your controlled SR latch, or you can say SR flip flop, okay. S means set, R is reset. Why it is called SR flip flop? Because S, you are getting the set condition here, and this is the reset condition. Now one thing you can analyze, flip flop is nothing, it is based upon edge triggering, and latch is nothing, it is based upon label triggered. Label triggered means at any instant of time output will change when input changes. But in case of flip flop, output changes at a discrete interval when input changes. So you have to remember this and this flip flop. We will take as a reference this flip flop, SR flip flop. Next we will see D flip flop, okay. Now from here you can see you are getting stable 0 or 1 when both inputs are complement of each other. If here 0, here is 1. If here 1, it is 0. So in this case we are getting stable state when one input is complement of other, and this concept we will apply in D flip-flop. Okay, this is your D latch. In this, now when you will get the stable output when one input is complement of other input. So for this I will use NOT gate. Okay, now D means data input. This is your SR flip-flop. Just use D as input. Now S is nothing. S equal to D and R equal to D bar. This R is nothing. Here is R is D bar, and S equal to D. This is the your characteristics table. Okay, again this D flip-flop will work only when clock pulse is high. Okay, if it is 1 it will work, otherwise it will not work. When its value is 0 and D is don't care, either 0 or 1, it will give no change. When its value is 0, it will give reset condition. When its value is 1, it will get set condition. Now from where we are getting this table? Okay, just take this example. Suppose D is 0, this is D. If D equal to 0, it means S equal to 0. Okay, S equal to 0, and you know R equal to D bar, so R will be 1, and you know if S equal to 0 and R equal to 1, this is nothing, this is reset condition. In reset condition we get output 0, so it is 0. When D equal to 1, this is 1, this will be 0. Okay, this will be 0. 1 and 0. Okay, 1 and 0, it is nothing. This is when S equal to 1, R equal to 0. This is called your set condition. When S equal to 1, R equal to 0, we get Q equal to 1. This is called set condition. So you can say from here, you can say Qn plus 1 equal to D. Whatever is the input, we will get in output. So you can say Q is nothing, Q equal to D. Q equal to D. This is called characteristics equation. In next lecture, I will tell you how to determine the characteristics equation of each flip-flop. Okay, D, this is your input. In you have to remember, in D flip-flop there is only one input. Okay, that will be D. S equal to D and R equal to D1. Now we will see the timing diagram. Suppose this is your clock pulse. Okay, this is your clock pulse. Now there are different types of triggering. Okay, there can be label triggering and edge triggering. In label triggering, output will change according to the either positive label or negative label when input is changing. This is your positive label and this is your negative label. Okay, similarly this is your positive label. When we will give this positive label, it is called positive label triggering. When we will assign clock pulse, this is called negative label triggering. And edge, this is called positive edge. Output will change when positive edge will appear. Okay, and this is called negative edge. This is called negative edge. Suppose D is this. This is your clock pulse and this is your D. This is this value. This value 1 0 1 0. Now you have to determine the output. Again I am saying In D flip flop, Q equal to D. Q is what? Next state. D is what? This is input. Now suppose I am using positive edge, means I am giving positive edge triggering. Now output will change only when we will get positive edge. Okay, you can say leading edge, when we are going from 0 to 1 and depending upon the value of D. Okay, now initially suppose value is 0, initially value is 0 till here, Q will be 0. Now what we will do, now just check what is Q. Q equal to D. From this equation you can see 0 equal to 0, 1 equal to 1, so Q equal to G. Now you have to check at this edge what is the value of D. This is 1, so from here to here output will be 1. Okay, this is 1. Now again check here what is the value of D. It is 0. From here to here to here output, just check here to here, our value of D is 0 and Q will be D, so it will be 0. This is 0. Now again check here at this just you have to check at positive edge. Okay, this is positive edge, this is what is the value of D, so it will be 1. In this way you can draw the timing diagram. But in case of D flip flop, output may change many times in a single clock pulse. Okay, this condition is called race around condition, and we have to avoid race around condition. You can see from here to here, okay, here to here we are getting 1. From here to here we are getting 0. From here to next positive edge we are getting 1. So in this case there is no problem. But according to the value of data D input, it may change. Suppose this is your clock pulse, this is your data input. Now suppose I am using label triggering. Okay, now how it is working, suppose this is your clock pulse. From here to, just check value of this is 1. Okay, now I am using positive edge, I am using positive label. In case of edge triggering there is no problem, but when we use label triggering, this is your label triggering, from here to here output will change according to the value of input. Now just check here what is the value of D. It is 1. So initially value is 0, now it is 1 because at this edge we are getting 1. Now in this case here to here value is 1, so it is 1. Now check here what is the value of D. It is 0. This is called 0. Now again check here what is the value of D. This is 1, so it is 1. Now you can see in one clock pulse output is changing many times. Okay, you can see in one clock pulse output is 1, then 0, then 1. So this is unavoidable condition, this is not a desired condition, so we have to take care of this. So in label triggering output changes many times in a single clock pulse. It's changing from 1 to 0, then 0 to 1, so it is not a stable state. So in label triggering there is always race around condition. What is race around condition? When output changes many times in a single clock pulse, that is called race around condition. and we are using label triggering. This is positive. In positive label, output is changing from 1 to 0, then 0 to 1. Okay. What is label trigger? I already explained about it. This is your positive label. This is your positive. Output will change from this duration to this duration. And this is your positive label. When we will use this and this, it is called negative label triggered. And next one is pause as triggered. Output will change only when we will get positive edge. This is called positive edge. So positive edge triggered. In case of negative edge, we will check at negative edge. This and this. So there are two type of triggering: label triggering and edge triggering. In case of label triggering, again it is of two type: positive label and negative label. And again edge triggering is of two type: positive edge and negative edge. So whenever we will use edge triggering, either positive or negative, or you can say leading or trailing, we will get stable output. Okay. But in case of label triggering, we are getting race around condition. Output will change many times in a single clock pulse depending upon the value of inputs. It's all about your RS, D flip-flop and label and edge triggering. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.